That's not JT Miller! This team! Okay, this is a trade between Nashville and Pittsburgh. And I've decided to make this video about the Vancouver Canucks. Oh my gosh, why? Like, why? Why do you always have to make things about Vancouver? Not everything revolves around Vancouver, you know? You're being a really big Toronto type of guy right now. And this is why I'm making this video. Because the Nashville Predators have sent over Mikael Granlund to the Pittsburgh Penguins for a second-round pick. It was already confirmed. This tweet is just from a few minutes ago. Mikael Granlund is... what is he? He's 31 years old, making $5 million a year till the end of 2024-2025. Big cap hit, right? Especially for a guy this season who has 36 points in 58 games played, on pace for 51 points. That's actually not a terrible amount of production right there, but... when it comes to the overall player that Granlund is, he has been a part of a bad Nashville Predators team, been somewhat of a, maybe, limelight type of player in this sort of situation, and you have traded him away to get a second-round pick. Very nice. Rebuilding type of move here. The Predators have gotten a ton of picks over the past few days, but the reason I'm pissed off about this is because after the Vancouver Canucks made that Filip Hronek trade, earlier today, a few hours ago, you had yourselves a few tweets like this one by David Pagnotta on the fourth period saying, hey, the Canucks have a lot of irons in the fire, expecting more to come, maybe today, over the next 46 hours. You then had yourselves the Penguins making a few moves. This is one of the ones that they talked about here. Friedman and Brock McGinn to the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins in the AHL. This creates an extra $1.9 million in cap space, giving the team over $6 million in total. You also had yourselves the Vegas Golden Knights. They acquired Teddy Blueger from the Penguins. The Canucks are back on the clock. According to Irfan Gaffar, something is burning here. And so for a good, let's say maybe hour and a bit, a lot of Canucks fans were just refreshing Twitter. Okay, it's going to be Besser, it's going to be Miller. We had seen all these talks about Besser and the Penguins and Miller and the Penguins because the Penguins want one of these guys. And now they're freeing up cap space, and the insiders are saying that the Canucks are getting involved here. This could be them being on the clock. They're trying to get something done with Pittsburgh. And then Friedman's like, nah, their target is Mikael Granlund. It is Granlund. It's going to be a second-round pick, and boom, it's Mikael Granlund going over to the Penguins. $5 million a year. Second-round pick is the return. Oh, Patrick Allvin, man! You could have realistically, changed up the narrative of how everything looks with a trade like this. I'm not going to go out there and say that it might have been, impossible, or not impossible. I'm not going to go out there and say that this was guaranteed to happen. It's just Patrick Allvin choose not to do it. Of course, maybe the Penguins backed out at the last second. They very much could have wanted a different sort of package in a Miller or a Besser deal. They might not have wanted to give up all the Canucks asking price, etc. But if you take all the conversations about the Filip Hronek trade, they traded away a first, they acquired a 25-year-old guy, and on the flip side, you trade away a guy like Miller, for example, you get another first back and you send him to Pittsburgh, that sort of reverses the Hronek trade. And you essentially downgrade from Miller, who's making $8 million a year, till Hronek, who is going to be making cheaper amount of money, and he's a right-handed defenseman. So I feel like this was a great opportunity the Canucks had at their disposal that they just did not take advantage of, assuming they were not able to, force things to go through, which allowed the Penguins to just go for Granlund instead. I'm not going to go out there and pretend that the Canucks are completely closed off here. The trade deadline is on Friday, so we still have a lot of time. David Pagnotta did say the Canucks have more to come, maybe over the next 46 hours, not within the next, 3 hours, so there's time here. But for now, Mikael Granlund is a Pittsburgh Penguin, and this video was not at all about that trade. It was about my frustrations as a Vancouver Canucks fan, because Miller, Besser, these guys have been linked to the Penguins for a few days now, and now they got themselves a $5 million guy up forward that is going to go here and probably take up the spot that a guy like JT Miller probably would have had he gotten sent over to Pittsburgh instead. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Mikael Granlund heading over to the Penguins. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.